Is it better to get an apartment with your utilities included or separate from your rent? There are a lot of people that have been asking me that, and I thought I would just make a video about it because a lot of people automatically assume that if you have utilities included in your rent that you're good and that, oh, this is much easier and it's probably cheaper, and that's not always the case. First, we're going to talk about utilities being included in the rent. So first off, I do want to talk about that because a lot of apartments don't do that, but there are a few that still allow you to have all of your utilities within the rent and the complex and everything like that. I think it's good to an extent. I rarely see it, but I do think it's good to an extent because you want to make sure that you know everything that's included first off. Because they may not include electric, they may not include water. So you want to make sure that you ask them what utilities are all included in the rent. Because you may think it's all of them and it's not. So please ask that. But other than that, it's good, but you want to make sure that they're using a company that is not expensive. Because if they're using an expensive company for their water, electric, or whatever, then you'll probably be paying more than you would if you just had it separate, and that's not always the best. But I will say this, when it comes to having your utilities included in your rent, it makes budgeting a lot easier. That is true in itself, because if you have separate utilities for like electric, water, and all the other stuff, then you will have to budget for each of those different things because they're not all included into one. But if it is, then it would be easier, so I would say that. But when it comes to not having it included in your rent, which most apartments nowadays are like that, they probably only have maybe water included and that's it. But if they don't have anything included with the rent as far as utilities, then I'm not going to say that's the worst because that's how our apartment is. We don't have water included. Well, no, I'm lying. We do have water included, but it goes based off of our usage. But like electric and things like that, that's not included. And I will say, I feel like for us, it's not hard because not only do we budget for it in a way where, yeah, it could be easier if we didn't have to, but at the same time, I do know that there are electric companies that are cheaper than what most apartments would use if they had it within their apartment. So we don't really mind that. So like I always say, it really just depends on you and what you feel like is best. But if I had to pick one, if I'm being completely honest, y'all, anything where it says utilities included, I would say it's good. Normally it's good, unless they're using an expensive company. But other than that, I feel like it's good if apartments do that. That's actually amazing because, like I said, not a lot of apartments even do that anymore. But if they do that, I would say, hey, if you like the apartment and you, yeah, whatever else, then go ahead and jump on it. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you not to, but at the same time, but I will say this: if you're looking for an apartment and they don't have utilities all included, do not go with that apartment just because of that. Like, it's okay. I promise you, you can find cheap electric somewhere. It's not that hard, and I will let you guys know what I use, which is Frontier Electric. That is what I use personally, and y'all, it's really good. And they give you discounts if it's your first time renting, so I definitely recommend going to Frontier Electric if you decide that you need to get your own electric company. But I love you guys so much, and that's all for the video. But if you're new, please follow me and make sure that you check out the ebook link in my bio. And also, I have an e-course coming out really soon, and it's gonna have video lessons and budget planners and calculators and basically everything, worksheets for you, because I'm gonna make sure that y'all learn it in my e-course. So I really want you guys to look out for that. I have made a post about it on my Instagram and my TikTok. It's called Her Independent Era, and yes, it's not just for women, but that's just what I called it. But definitely be on the lookout for that. The date is going to drop really soon on when that e-course is coming out, and I'm so excited because I worked so hard on it. But I just want to let you guys know. And again, check out the ebook if you need something right now to help you with apartments. It's in the link in my bio, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.